22.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello everybody. Hello. TY Dante for resub. Holy shit, it's almost 2 years. 2 whole years? That's crazy, actually. Cause like Anime Boston was... When was Anime Boston? Last year? Oh my, I don't know anything. Yeah, last year. I'm pretty sure last year because I think I had to make sure I got back to campus in time. I can't remember. My brain is questionable. 15 months ago? Damn. Bro knows off the top of his head. That's crazy. Could not be me. Well, anyway, so plan for today, because I have a few things I'd like to do, and I figured it might be fun to show kind of how I do my idol signatures, like the commissions I have, since I do have a lot. I have a lot of slots that are filled, and then people are also waiting, so I figure I might as well. And then we'll continue working on the alien stage photocards slash checkies, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, I'm going to pull up the first one that I have. So this person submitted their ref sheet. I don't know if I can show the ref sheet itself, so I'm not gonna pull up the ref sheet as a... What the fuck? Can I not down... Hello? VGen? Okay, copy. Okay, so I'm not gonna put their ref sheet up on the screen just because I don't know if they'll allow it, but I can read to you what they have asked for. So their tag is Annie. I should open a canvas. So their tag is Annie, and holy schmoly. Okay. I'm lost. Needs to be a relatively simple signature. It says cyber / robotic vibe, featured cherry. Okay. So what I typically do when I start out with like doing these signs is first and foremost, I have the ref sheet up, but then I also want to like take any notes onto my canvas itself because it's just easier for me to remember. This is their tag, or the sign that they want oh, it's 1-3. Okay. Okay. I just find it easier. And then this says cyber / robotic. I will say, one thing I don't know what the phrase is, but I typically will take like any kind of commission that anybody really is asking for or wants me to do. I'm like more than happy to try to like accommodate for that, because I just think it's, you know, I have the flexibility to do so, and I already added some clarification on the VGen listing for it, but basically I would strongly recommend, if you're going to commission me for like an idol signature or whatsoever, check the previous signatures I've done and kind of try to understand the vibes that I can do and don't do. Like for example, I can do something like cyber / robotic, but it's not going to look the same for an idol signature, because I think kind of idol signatures lean towards like cute slash cool, depending on the, you know, the person or whatever, but something more cyber themed, I can't imagine being as easy to incorporate into the design given how the signatures work. And I'm not saying like it's not possible, but I will say like I may not get it to the degree you would like it to because of how I do signatures. And also the information that people put in for the skeb likes. Again, skeb is you just it's chef's choice. It's omakase. Whatever you get is kind of whatever you get, and I like to take some like ideas and motifs and feedback and stuff from their initial submission, but that doesn't mean that I'm able to incorporate everything or do everything. So I added another listing so people can do like submit more specific designs, or like if they have more specific artwork they want in, just because I want to make sure people are satisfied with what they get, but at the same time I also need to understand my own like capabilities and the price of my time, I guess, because the skeb types are, I kind of like read everybody's commissions and I just let it sit and cook in my brain, and then actually doing the actual commission does not take me that long. It takes me a little bit longer if they ask for the video tutorial, but in general it doesn't take me all that long, right? But when the more somebody puts in or requests, the less I'm able to incorporate or do like that, you know? So just like on a FYI, I'm gonna do my best, but again, like I can only do so much with the themes that people give me or whatsoever, because it's just, if it doesn't match what I normally do or a style that I normally do, because then it starts to go outside of the realm of idol signature and just is kind of a signature or an autograph, which I think are different things. Also, hi Brad, how are you? But anywho, this person also wants cherries. Okay, so a few things when I write. I know it looks like I'm doing the same A, like the capital letter A for every single commission, and that's because I basically just write my A's like this. I know that a lot of people write their A's like this, but I'm a lazy motherfucker, and I've been writing my A's like this for maybe 10 years or something, like a really long time. And it's basically the beginning of a star, right? But I've been writing my A's like that. Yeah, so then when I turn it into a signature, a lot of times I can easily, you know, convert it to something a little more spicy, you know? So, yeah, that's a cool A, thanks. It's like cool S, but like different. But yeah, I write my A's like this. But I try not to go too far out. So it usually ends up coming like this. It just looks like a fucking shape a lot of time. I remember some teachers in like high school getting kind of pissed off. They're like, I know that's A, but like, why do you fucking write like that? And I'm like, because I write really fast and I don't want to like take my pencil up. So that's kind of why I write that. But also like another thing, in terms of like actual signature, is usually the first letter is the most integrated letter that, you know, you want to kind of, I don't know how to say, I guess make stand out the most, because if somebody signs something and you can't read most of it, at the very least you start kind of figuring out what people are asking for. Or what the person wrote based off of the first letter. I don't know, that's just my thought. They did that for mine too, and I love it. I'm glad! I hope people don't feel like I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Hello? Oh no. Oh no, my melanin. Oh no. My melanin, it's gone like IRL. Holy shit. Okay, here we go. There are some shortcuts, I think. Oh, I also lost my freaking hairpin. Hello? Oh no! I think VTube Studio is taking my hotkeys globally. And I don't want that. Pause. Wait. Oh, what is it? Don't use keyboard hotkeys. What if I don't do that? Alright. Good golly! Okay, I turned off keyboard hotkeys because that shit was that was trolling me. Okay. Because all of my VTube Studio toggles are on my Stream Deck anyway, so I feel like it's a little silly. I think because I hit delete and then it's like, actually, you know what? We're just gonna remove your whole life. Alright. Yeah, so anyway, I tried to think about like the different ways you can write a letter and how that can integrate into like any kind of theme that they want. So, I don't remember the signatures that people have done. Well, if I were to show you like my own, right? So, it's a really basic M, but then, and I'm really sloppy and like fast about this, but then oops, oh my god, I can't. I add the clover hair design, and then I just add cat ear. That's it. That's the whole signature. I mean, it's an old signature, and maybe one day I will update it, but I don't think, I kind of feel like it's kind of it's just part of the brand at this point, and I don't really want to change it. But yeah, and then if I'm like really feeling spicy, I can put my Chinese name like here. Yeah, so when you think about like different letters, think about the different ways you can write it. I know that a lot of people, I don't know when they stopped doing this, but when I was in school, they required kids to learn how to write in cursive, like in 2nd or 3rd grade. So, you know, that's a big part of what I do for signatures, is because when you are taught how to sign in cursive, you basically turn your name into cursive as your signature. That's what I think. So yeah. I integrate a lot of cursive in it, but I realize that not everyone is able to do cursive, so I tried to keep that in mind. Yeah. Handwriting in 2nd grade was my first B in school. I've had pretty good handwriting, I think, because at least when I was younger, when you write in Chinese, family is really strict about how neat your writing is. So my motor control was kind of fire. So by the time I had to learn cursive, I was okay. My handwriting is bad, so the only thing I write in cursive is my signature. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, you could do like, I feel like it's a dad thing, but writing everything in like caps letters because they're just, you know, it's clean. And the letters are very distinct. So I imagine that's also something that a lot of people do. I mean, I feel like a lot of dads do it. I always see like older people doing that. I can imagine writing in Chinese makes your handwriting very easy to be good at. Yeah. There's also the factor that like, I don't know, this is like a nature versus nurture kind of thing too. But there's also the component of when you are a lot like, how do I back up? So typically speaking, in terms of child development, females develop stronger motor control and more advanced motor control than boys do. Like, so girls typically learn it earlier and are able to perform better in those things. Like, what are they called? Like fine motor control. That's specifically, not just motor, not motor control. Fine motor control. Different. Same but different. And so that's why you'll see, you know, a lot of the times when you were in school, a lot of the girls had like much nicer writing than the boys. It's just because like there's like in terms of child development progress, that's kind of what it looks like. But on top of that, there's also the like pressure and expectations for girls to be like neat and like cute and all these other things. So you're also kind of expected and forced to write neater and stuff like that. So 2 things that kind of push them to write neater. Because I know a lot of like guys who write really, really nicely and really neat. But I think the expectation is very different when you're like younger versus older, you know? All right. Anywho, so I'm kind of struggling to think about what I would want to do for this signature. And honestly, if I were to think about how I would incorporate something cyber. See, like a cherry, for example, I feel like I can do. But like, I don't really know how to integrate robotic. Because I feel like the way I draw things is very, very like... Even my logo work, it's either really clean, like my graphics works, or it's really cutesy. And I don't really think that I don't really think that I do very like cool type. So like for example, there was an artist right before Offkai who commissioned me to also do their signature. His tag is Akarin. Oh my god, I was like, I didn't realize Akarin was a guy, cause he draws like really all the like VTubers as hot goth girls, and I wanted to give like a thank you for commissioning me and also just like a little print of Miao. So I like walked up there and then I walked out. I was like, are you the artist? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, this is for you. And then I just ran away. And I was like, my expectations were completely off. Also because I was dressed basically the same as their art. Cause, you know, like all goth type tech wear, that kind of thing is very similar to what I wear. So the helpers behind his booth were just looking at me and then looking at the standees and the art and then looking back at me, and the artist was in a conversation for so long and I was like panicking. I was like, oh god, I feel like I'm a spectacle right now. Obviously this is just my social anxiety yelling at me, but like, oh. I was really, really anxious about that. But on his commission, he had asked for something like cool, and I was like, okay, I could try my best to do something cool, but like, I don't know how cool I can make something. So yeah, anyway, that was my more recent experience with trying to do a commission. If you want to actually see how it turned out, it is on my VGen. I don't have that shit open right now. But I'm glad for when people trust me to do their signatures for them. I feel like it's very nice. If this person wants something more simple, I probably should avoid as much cursive as possible. I feel like, and also like cyber robotic, I feel like does not really lend itself to soft lines. So maybe I will do, Actually, what if I do like this? That's too much. That looks... Hold on. Holy, I can't write a 3. I think that looks bad. Okay. And all of my these commissions are handwritten, so they're intended to be able to be, you know, done yourself. And that's like a really important part of my process, because I know that there's people who do idle signatures, but they use like fonts and things like that and makes it really pretty and really neat, but then it's kind of hard to actually sign if you wanted to sign it, you know? And then there's also the issue with like copyright with, you know, fonts and stuff like that. My boss recently was like, don't fuck with that shit because they'll charge you a lot of money if they catch you with it. And I was like, hey, don't have to tell me any more than that. I got that. I understood. So I'm just not gonna fuck with that. So that's why handwriting is a lot easier, because it's like, that's your handwriting. It's not like you can get like bonked for that. Hopefully. Maybe I'm stupid, but I don't imagine you can. I kinda... What if I do like... But they wanted something simple, and I feel like this is the opposite of that. Also, I kind of fucking hate this. Okay, what if I remove this part? Oh my god. My hand defaulting to how I write them. What makes something kind of like robotic? I'm like... Or like cyber themed. I'm not really entirely sure, because none of the letters inherently lends itself towards something more robotic, I guess. Like I can't do the pattern on circuitry because there's no like round, you know, like an O or a Q, P, or D or whatever, you know. So like I can't do that. So I'm trying to think what other things are like robot-y that would not make it very complicated. I feel like I just can't really do the cyber part. I just feel like it ain't it. Also, I don't know if I don't know in terms of incorporation if the cherry and robot stuff ties together, but I have an idea. Okay, I have an idea. I don't know how I'm gonna write this, but we'll start with I feel like the 3 could low-key be a cherry, but then I'm also like, I don't know, that looks stupid too. You can't fucking read that. Herm. Ah! I'm trying so hard. I'm trying really hard. Sometimes this shit doesn't cook in my brain. Sometimes I just L. And I always feel really bad when I feel like whatever it is that the person has asked me to do is not as good as the other things. But I will do my best! Actually, cherries are usually on like a double stem thing, right? Like cherries are usually not by themselves. It's usually... How do Hmm. I think this A is kind of cute, but I don't know. It's supposed to be easy to sign. I mean, I could add the like silly circuit stuff down here, but I don't know. What about, because I want to incorporate the cherry. I feel like that is something I can do. I really like this though. I don't know. Something about this like tickles my brain. Maybe because it's like a heart. That's, I don't know. This is really cute. But I don't know if this is very cherry. Is this cherry? Or maybe. I don't feel like I like this. This looks not good. I did not expect myself to have as much trouble with this as I thought, or yeah, I did not expect myself to have as much trouble with this as I am, but here we are anyway. What if I just do... What if I do... I don't know. I don't know. I don't... Or what if I combine the two so that it's like... What if I combine the two so it's like a pair of cherries? A berries. Holy, my handwriting is going downhill. Ah! Pause. Holy Miao, what the fuck are you doing? Was that dumb? How do cherry stems look like? What do cherries look like? Cherry. Uh-oh. Trying to draw a cherry from memory, apparently a lot harder than I thought. Ow. Okay, well, that's actually not... I feel like this is a lot. She also has like music notes on her design too. So I guess like there's that. I guess I could technically use that. I think if I do like and make it into kind of 16th notes. I feel like this is a cute signature. I feel like this is fine. I just don't know how much I would say it fits into the theme aside from the cherry part. But I think that might be the best I can do, unfortunately. I feel like I should not be spending as much time on this as I currently am, but I really wanted to make it look good. This person actually had commissioned me another time to do their signature for them a while back. So I think they wanted a different theme that's not their, or is it the same person? Yeah. I think maybe they didn't want their mascot, but I thought theirs was cute. It's, this is the other signature I had made for them. Oops. My pen is too thick, guys. Holy, that's very messy. But this was the other signature I'd done for them. So I think this is an increase in complexity. So hopefully it's not too much. We'll just go with that. All right, let me just save this for myself. Signatures. We'll just save that. All right. All right, let's go back to Alien stage. Okay. So I didn't really work on this very much outside of stream. The only thing that I did do was I fixed the hairline a little bit because I felt like the hairline was kind of off. No. That, you know, something, I'm ESL. Don't come at me at this. I didn't, I just said the words. That was not on purpose. That was not on purpose. Okay, oh god. Okay. Oops. Let's open my other reference. Look, it was not on purpose. I'm just a little guy. I do not think. I just say the words and it was not intentional. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I just basically fixed the hairline a little bit, so I'm gonna clean that up. And then I think we'll basically be done with Mizi in terms of her, the line art, and then we can go back and fix the rest. How long have you been drawing for? Depends what you consider. I guess depends on what you count. I mean, it's like the classic I've been drawing my whole life, right? But then, in a more kind of descriptive way, I got into art a little bit more. I got into like art a little bit into like high school, where I started taking it a little bit more seriously. But I was a traditional artist. I did pen and ink and watercolor. So I used to do two very, very like opposite things. I would do a lot of surrealism and abstract art with watercolor and gouache. And then the other thing I did was pen and ink drawings of architecture. So those are the two things I really, really love drawing and doing and like creating for. So that's where that's my origin, is where that's kind of where I started. And then when I went to undergrad, I couldn't bring my drawing tablet with me. It just wouldn't really fit in my tiny fucking dorm. Or I'm not my drawing tablet, my my supplies. Like, yeah, I can bring a sketchbook and ink, but like I can't bring any of my watercolors. And at the same time, when I moved in to college, I joined the gaming org, and I made a lot of friends who were very into like anime and Artist Alley and stuff. And that's also kind of where I started with Artist Alley. But I started drawing like fan art and like drawing people and more anime than I was drawing, you know, just like occasionally I would draw like portraits, but I really wasn't someone who drew a lot of portraits and people. It wasn't really my thing, but I did a little bit. I dabbled. And then because I was doing digital art and I was hanging around a lot of people who were drawing like really pretty fan art of anime characters and whatever, I kind of just picked it up. And then I've been doing that since the beginning of college. Yeah, if you do exclamation VGen, and then I think it should link you to my page. I just organize everything through VGen. It's just easier. Yeah. But yeah, I've been doing like this kind of stuff for maybe like taking anime commissions and stuff. I don't know. Almost a decade? Not quite. I guess I would say I probably took art more seriously in the past decade. And then I would say, what are you looking for in terms of commission? Because, yeah, basically I was going to say, now I lean more towards character and chibi illustration than I do with what I used to draw. I mean, I do it every now and then, but you know, what do you mean by picture? I don't do photorealism, if that's what you're asking. I don't do any photorealism, and I basically just do like, I mean, I've drawn people before, if that's what I like IRL people. I used to give gifts to friends, like, where I drew them doing silly things or with, like, hanging out and whatever. But, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what you mean by picture. But yeah, I've been doing more of this, like, chibi and character illustration stuff once I started doing Artist Alley, so like 8 years maybe. Need a sketch of a beach and the outline of 3 people, more like stickman, not realism. I'm probably not the person to go to for that. I don't really do environmental stuff anymore. I really want to practice it more, but I would not take commissions for it because I'm not comfortable with doing that, especially digitally. And then like, yeah, I'm probably not the best person to look at, but you can check out VGen in general, and there's a lot of different commission, like artists who take commissions on there. The other one that I've seen a lot of people use, and I was kind of like eyeballing, is Draw Market, and that's a Chinese-based commissioning site. So yeah. No problem. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I want to be upfront about like what my capabilities are, because I don't want to give someone something that they are not satisfied with. Kind of what I mentioned earlier, and so I just want to make sure whatever I put out is something that I can be proud of, and the person who is commissioning me can be happy and proud of as well. Like, there's certain characters and things, like I don't really take mecha as much as I like mecha because I don't have the patience to draw mecha, and I don't really do furries because I just can't really draw furries. Anthropomorphic characters, I'm not familiar with enough. Not that I'm against them again, it's just like I feel like I would not be able to do it justice. So that's kind of my stance on that. Yeah. I'm wondering if, in terms of like rendering the eyelashes and stuff. Okay, I have kind of a vague idea of how I want to do this. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I appreciate what you're doing. I'm off to search for my needs. Yeah, good luck. I hope you find someone who is able to fulfill your commission request. I wish you luck, and thanks for supporting artists. I think that's great. Keep it up. Thank you. I will do. Alright. So I'm going to do, like, kind of something a little different than what I did with the chibis, where I'm going to actually just outline the eyelashes and then do a lot more rendering and coloring on them rather than just like leaving them as is. Hello! Mikunayo. That's cute. That's a cute name. I know this isn't like necessary, and I'm not somebody who draws like very like messier art and stuff. Not that I think it's bad or whatever, but I'm so anal about like making sure my lines are clean, and it's so unnecessary. Like I'm not making a fucking coloring book. Like I don't need to make my lines like all perfect and clean. And yet here I am anyway doing that and making my life really hard. So, you know. You win some, you lose some, or something like that, right? Actually... Okay, actually, yeah, that's fine. I feel like I actually need to add an eyelash here. I feel like this is missing, like, something to balance it. Maybe, okay, wait, hold on. I have an idea. Tengo un idea. Okay, and then if it's like on this side, man, I really like the really long eyelash though. I'm not, I really like the long, thick eyelash. I think maybe I'll just like make it a little thinner. Ouch. I think the reason why I feel off about this is because the eyelash is not the right shape entirely. So maybe it's like this. I don't know. Why do I feel so confused about this? Why do I feel so lost? Like, I feel like this is fine. But this is not. I don't know. What's happening? Alright, let's redo this. If I look at this... So I guess this part would be the main eyelash. Or like the main set of eyelashes. Right? And then the other ones would curve around. Or would I just like... Would I just leave it as one big one? Go with your gut? My gut is confused! My gut is confused! What am I supposed to do now? If I just make it one big eyelash, does that look fucking weird? Also, my gut's kind of hungry. I could just do it like this. It's not like the worst. And then have it like that. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Maybe this is okay, like this. Okay. Maybe I'll just make it one thing. I like it so far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god, my hand. Hello. Maybe this part has to be a little thinner in terms of angle. Yeah, I think it actually does. Okay, I think it has to be thinner. Okay. We're making progress. Once we finish her face, then we can move on to rendering for her. Part of me wonders if I should even like use the G pen for all this, because normally that's kind of what I use, either G pen or this brush for drawing like line art and stuff. But part of me is also like, I don't know, G pen is not the most or I should say the pencil ink one that I have is not very, it's not solid, so I worry that it doesn't have enough. Bro, I can't talk today. It doesn't have enough thing to make it like, you know, clean when I render. I feel like if I'm trying to draw something more cell shaded, I think I need to use, I need to use the G pen. Okay. All right. All right. And oh, this is backwards. And then I also made her smile a little smaller because I felt like I drew the smile kind of creepily large, so I kind of fixed that. Okay, now let's do this side. I could use a vector brush for this, but again, I kind of want to... I feel like I have a little bit more freedom and flexibility if I don't use a vector layer when I draw eyes. But I draw almost everything else on the vector layers for clip. not quite the right shape. Okay. Alright. I realize my tracking kind of disappears a little bit because I start leaning into my drawing tablet really close. Like, my drawing tablet is like this on my desk, right? And it's on like a little monitor arm, and then there's like my phone for tracking, and then I'm like, you know, hold up. I'm like right here. Wow, that's a not meow color. Okay, I'm like right here, right? But then I'm like leaning in to my screen like this, like, and my body is still like this. I just turn into a fucking shrimp. Not a good idea. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't know why I'm staring at my screen like this. So my tracking gets lost because I'm just shoving my face into my tablet. This is why I feel like I need to get a bigger tablet. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon. I don't have the space for it. I have such ass posture when I'm drawing. It's really bad. There was a picture that Jake took of me where I'm drawing, and then on my screen is a tweet from someone that was like, "Artist, why does my back hurt? Also artist, like a shrimp." And then he took this picture, and it was actual comedy because I didn't realize that was what was on my like second monitor. But yeah, it's basically just making fun of myself. If you like end up looking, it's just one of those things where it's like, the more you look at the image, the funnier it gets. So that's what happened to me in that picture. Because I was just shrimping. Just a little shrimp. Unintentional shrimp. Yeah, I have pretty decent posture otherwise, I would say. I don't have like crazy gamer posture. Like, I don't slouch a ton. I'm pretty conscious about my posture. So I try not to slouch. But when it comes to drawing, because I'm so locked in, I think I'm not paying attention to my posture until like suddenly my back hurts and I'm like, oh, wait, mistake. Okay. I like to draw like a little bit of like the dimple in people's smiles at the very edge of their lips. I think it's cute. I think it's a little tiny detail that no one really notices but me. I just feel like it gives it a little something, you know? Okay. And then we'll go ahead and... A lot of artists shrimp once in their life. As one myself, I do it a lot, and that's good to know you don't slouch that much, and the realization of slouching while drawing from the pain is too real. Yeah, it's so bad. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be healthy and good, but then I just start leaning forward and my shoulders, it's so bad. It's such a bad habit. A horrendous habit. I think part of it is like I feel like I have to zoom in a lot for my work. So sometimes I'm just like, stop zooming in so much. You don't need to zoom in that much. And then I'm like, okay, I don't need to zoom in. Zooms in IRL. It's like, okay, well, that's not quite what I meant, but okay. What the? What? Where's my... Oh. Okay, and then I can just fill this in. That's not what I wanted. Oh no! Steve Lacy? I don't know if I know who Steve Lacy is, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if that's a bad thing. Oh, what the fuck did I... What? Hello? Did I... Okay, what about this layer? Is there anything on this? Did I accidentally create a layer? Okay, I did create a layer on accident. Okay. Hello, hello, how are you? Oops. Alright. I can hide that. Technically don't need this either, but we'll keep it there for now. It's covering a lot of the additional things. Okay. So I'm going to do this where I'm gonna select everything except for the face. Or basically I'm only gonna select the face. And then I will place a layer of color underneath it so that it doesn't cover specific things. And I want that to be where the hair is, essentially. And I want the hand, this hand, to be here. Should be like this. I guess I can technically expand this part. Oh. Okay. Why is it... What the fuck? Oh, lo entiendo. Okay. Okay. And then I would probably say if she's holding up her mic, would it... Her hair... probably would be behind it, except for maybe this strand. So let's see. I'm just gonna put this outside of this folder. Where is... Guys, I don't label my layers. I layer my folders, and so this is really bad because I'm just like clicking on everything. Okay, editing layer only. So if I do this... Oh no! That was not what I wanted either. Okay, I'm just gonna select the rest of the shit. Okay. Add a layer. Actually, I'll just do it on this layer. Fill. And then... Do I want it to cover both? Do I feel like her arm... Would it look better if I erased this section? Oops. Pause. If I removed like these from this. Would it look better that the hair is flying? I think not, actually. I think I'll leave it. And I think I will leave it. Okay. Alrighty, alrighty. Okay! We're good. I think we're good to begin. Probably. How do I want to do this? Okay. Idea. Ignore literally all of the shit that I just did. Welcome back. Okay, I'm gonna make a copy of this. I'm gonna hide this. I'm going to delete these layers. Also remove these layers from here. Work sucks. I agree. What happened? Just got off the last call of the day. Now I gotta go to football practice. Oh no. Well, it's okay. I'm sure your football practice is fun though. Okay, now I'm gonna start erasing parts that I don't need. Didn't get any meow time today. I'll be on Discord, don't worry. I don't die when stream ends. Imagine every VTuber, they just fucking explode. As soon as they turn off their stream, they just explode. They no longer exist. VTubers only exist when they are live. Anytime else, they just go into the void. That's how that works. I'm just a figment of your imagination as soon as I go offline. And like any VTuber who's like tweeting shit, they're doing that from the ether. So like you should be thankful that they're using up their energy on doing that for you. On Discord, your IRL meow, not VTuber meow, kind of real. No, don't explode. You're too sexy. It's given that. Oh, actually, I should do the hair part first because I know what I need to actually erase on this. So all this is behind. Good luck at practice. Have fun. Oh, actually, I just realized that that's on top, this is on bottom. Oh my god. Okay. But these are on top. Okay. Okay. Speaking of practice, I really should be studying for my science and math test. You know, I make really good second monitor content. You can just put me in the background and study, but I do think you should study. Studying is important. Ballin', not ballin'. It's fair. Okay. Dun dun dun. Alright, those layers. Good. And now I have to think about what I need to erase for this. This is why I like vector layers, because it makes erasing this shit so much easier and cleaner than if I rasterize. And then I rasterize later, so it's not like I don't, but it's just easier to do in the beginning. And then I also keep the face layer completely separate from the rest of the line art. I just find that it's easier to function that way. Okay. And then I can merge all these layers together. Cool. And then I could remove this. And this is my line art layer. Okay. I hope you're not too small, because if you're too small, I don't know if you should be hanging out on my my stream, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm a good influence. Also, it's against our TOS. Keep your kids safe. What's like a good image of Mizi? I feel like I want to use this. This lighting is kind of fucked, but that's okay. It's not exactly, oops, it's not the right lighting entirely. However, that is okay. Oh. Yeah, I feel like I definitely feel like I need to fix that. Wait. I definitely feel like I erased something that I wasn't supposed to. Hold on. What? Okay, I definitely should add a line there because I feel like that doesn't make any fucking sense. Or it's like... It's all video game music, that's probably why. It's all different games. Does this make sense too? Huh. What if I just like... These are, yeah, I just have video game soundtracks on when I am streaming. It's meant to be motivational, and if you think about it, like, video game music is kind of designed to make you focus to some degree. I mean, I guess it depends on the game, but you gotta lock in, you know? It's like it's just lock-in music. Lo-fi beats to lock into. Oops. I think this is from Dead Cells, if I wish to guess. It feels very Dead Cells-y. Yeah, Cemetery. The DLC? I think so. I think the Cemetery is DLC. Okay. Okay. We should resume color. And I love finding shit that I need to frickin' erase because I forgot. That's always fun. And then for the most part, her skin is covered. Except here. She has like a... Is it a half glove? I really can't tell. I play music based on what I'm drawing. That's fair. Oh, it is a half glove. Okay. Oh my god, she's got the sexy gloves. Holy. Does this work? Ugh! What happened? Oh fuck, I'm so stupid. Okay. Oops. What the heck? What the heckies? Yo, half gloves? Kind of sexy gloves, I'm gonna be honest. I would say something a little more egregious if I was feeling a little crazy, but trust, these are the insane sexy gloves. I also don't want to say what kind of gloves my friends call them because I don't want to apply that to Mizi. I feel like that's not what I want to do, so I'm just not gonna call it that. Alright. And then I'm also going to... This top part of her shirt is like semi-transparent. So I feel like I want to just put the shit in like this, and then I'll just put the other layer and lower the opacity. It's a little bit easier to do it like that, I think. And I'm lazy, so... Alright, and let's color grab her hair. I'm gonna use this because it's a little bit easier to do smaller sections. With the poop tool. Also, it helps with like filling corners and stuff that normally don't get filled. Okay. Actually... What the heck? Why is it doing that? Alright. Okay. And then I'm gonna use this, refer to all layers. Alright. I do want to cover the eye, so I think what I'll do is I will grab this. What the heckies? What? Wait, what? Close gap. Okay. It doesn't really matter about this section, but I'll just remove it anyway. Okay, and then I'm gonna invert. That's not what inverting is. And then for the face, I will mask it like that. So it's covered. Okay. Alright, alright. Wait, how long is her sleeve on the other side? Am I missing something? Oh, her sleeve is just as long. It's like a quarter length, so I think I need to move this down a little bit more. That is a really thick line. I would say like maybe here. Okay. And let's erase this. And this part. Okay. Oh, my knees. I'm too old. Okay. Okay, I do think that the color on this one is a little off, so I'm going to grab another color set. Is it this? Oh yeah, okay. All of these are not quite the correct color for like if I'm to do just like studio lighting type things. This is like, I guess this right one is probably closer to it, but it's still lights in the front and it's like not backlit. And then this one is just, this is not quite. Maybe if I tonal correction. What if I, hold on. Okay, what if I leave saturation the same and then I fix the tone to be more, well, I think it's a little warmer. Not quite. Okay, I'm just eyeballing a little bit. Okay. Wiggly dokie. Okay. Let's start with this layer. And it's a semi-transparent. So actually I'm going to make it darker. Okay, I think I like it like that. Okay. And then we'll grab, this is basically black. Okay, I'm gonna not use it like that. I'm gonna use a blue tone black for all these parts. Actually, I wanted it a little bit lighter than that, I think. So it'll be a little more off black to a blue, which I think is a very nice color. Oops. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then alright, and then just fill this shit. And then okay. And then the microphones are basically white, I think. So I'm going to do it like a little bit darker than white. I don't like to typically do things in white completely. Okay, and then the gem? Is it a gem? It's like a sapphire color. I'll just fucking put it on its own layer. Okay, whatever. Every pony. Alright. Okay. 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 Let's go to the work on the face. And the way I'm gonna go ahead and render the face, and I'm just gonna start with the eyelashes and just kind of move from there. I typically start with like the darker color, and so I kind of want to use like a little more desaturated browns, because normally I use normally I just use the ink, but I'm gonna try to do something a little different than normal. Actually, first, pause, what am I doing? Editing layer, Okay. And then just fill with this for now. Okay. Start from there. Okay. Actually, I feel like I should start with the lighter color. I'm like staring at it more and I'm like, maybe I start with like the lighter color. Maybe I start with like the much more saturated or desaturated color. I'm trying to I'm looking at different reference images because I'm kind of mimicking a style of this one artist, and I really like how they do their eyelashes. So I'm like, how do they go about rendering this? Tell me your magic. Alright, let's start like this. Okay. And then it basically goes darker. I always kind of do the edges of the eyelashes to be more reddish. I'm just gonna blend it a little. When I mimic someone's style, I definitely try to incorporate as much of my own stuff into it and just like take the elements that I think I really like from their design, from their like art styles and stuff, and then yeah, I try not to like copy them one to one for like obvious reasons, but also you don't really own a style in the first place, so like it doesn't really matter. But I do enjoy putting my own spin on things, so I do this, and I do this, and then what if Are you asking for my preference in tea? I don't know if I like any of those, honestly. I don't know if any of those are really my preference. This is not quite the color I want it to be. Actually, what if I just like add a little bit of the Gaussian blur to make it blend a little bit better on the edges, because I feel like I did not let it do that. Oh, that was worse. Actually, okay, man. The way I'm doing this is it's actually stripping away the color a little bit, so I'm going to have to go back and fix that too. A little annoying, but that's okay. I don't know how I feel about this. Those are the ones you have. Maybe... You're new to teas? Oh. I would maybe try the black tea. I don't know what time it is in your time zone, but I feel like black teas are pretty good in general. Yeah. Okay. I want to start over. The classic. I want to start over. Okay. I'm going to... on this part. And then... on the very tips of the eyelashes, I'll add the red. Oops. And then... oops. Where'd my red go? And then I want to add a little bit lighter of a pink to match like skin tone a little bit. 'Cause it's not really like eyeliner or anything on the bottom, it's just your skin. Okay, and okay. Okay, let's start with selecting these parts and start with... I feel like to make it like slightly pink but make it darker and less saturated is maybe the play. I don't know. Is that what I want to do? Or maybe... I'm on the fat freaking struggle bus. I never know what I want to do. Ah. Why are things so hard? Okay. Maybe I don't desaturate it all that much. Maybe I just use a reddish color and do that. Is that fine? Maybe a little lighter? Okay, I think this works. And let me... Actually, what I can do Select layer. Create selection. Canvas size so large, it's so slow! Okay. And then we'll just do like increase by like 3 pixels or something. And is there a gap now? No more gap! Yippee! Okay. Okay, and then we'll use a darker color. Oops, that's not what I wanted. To do the underside of the lashes. I feel like that makes the most sense. And then go even darker towards the middle. And then we'll like blend it a little bit. And then I want the reds. So I find it easier to just do it like this. Okay. Okay. And then we'll go a little darker. And I'll use my pencil ink brush. Is this Expedition 33? I feel like this is very... Yaoi full Yaoi, Yuri full Yuri, Yaoi full Yuri, and Yuri full Yaoi. I don't know about those last two ones, I'm gonna be honest. This is... You know what, we're just gonna put on Nikkei music for now. Part of me's like, I don't know how I feel about this. We'll trust the process or something. And then I do like a slightly off-white. Oops, excuse me. That's a little more than off-white than I want. Also, wait, actually... Can I can't, okay. Just cleaning up the lines a little. And then here. This music's cute. Yeah, it's from the Nikkei, I think 3.5 anniversary. The TT Star. They're like K-pop, J-pop music. That one's cute. Oops, that's not what I wanted. No! It's gonna flash white. Flashbang. It's just loading. Oh, okay, it didn't do it. Good. Hello? Okay, what the f— I don't understand. Okay. I'll fix this by hand. And I also don't— hold on. Let's fix some of this shit too. Okay, let's smooth out these lines a little bit. And then you can use black to— what the— oh. Hehe. Okay. Luffy! Thank you for the resub! How are you?
Miao.
Aww. I'm honored. I'm honored to be your Oshi. What color should I make her eyebrows? Good, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm trying to just get some stuff done that I kind of wanted to do. My name's Miao. My name isn't Yuen. Sorry. I would prefer if you called me Miao. I'm gonna be honest, I never really like streams, but this is making me change my mind positively. Sorry if that's back in. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think that's a bad thing to say. Honestly, I'm someone who, even when it comes to streams, I'm rarely someone who watches them live. I'll watch VODs, but I've even kind of fallen out of the habit of doing that. But yeah, I think there, if you're willing to give it a try, I feel like there is a type of stream or type of content for everybody. So yeah, I think if you're willing to give it a chance, I think there's a lot of things out there that you can try. Okay. Yeah. Yesterday, Jake was playing Riftbound. I think he was playing like the 4v4 free-for-all with some people. And he didn't have any counters, so he was using some of my stickers. And so I just kept on hearing my name. He's like, do you want to be MiaoYuen or Rice Shower? And I'm like, why is he saying my name over and over again? And he's like, yeah, I couldn't just say Miao because I was with someone who I've never played with and doesn't know me. And so if I just said Miao, I think the person would think I'm a psychopath for just like meowing at them. I was like, that's fair. But it do just be my name. An old friend just started streaming again. I'm trying to get them to come say hi because they're a lot like you. Well, no pressure. If they want to come, then happy to have more people. But obviously, like, you know, I'm not even someone who really watches people live, so again, I can't really whatnot. Yeah. But if they would like to stop by, I'm more than happy. That I try to make my streams as welcoming as possible because there's kind of a little bit of everybody everywhere, so you know, I want to make sure anyone feels welcome hanging out. Oh wait, actually, It's gonna work. They said they followed. Oh, thank you. Okay, wait, maybe not do that. Maybe... This feels like a Hololive song, but it's not. It's Sonike. I feel like this feels very VTuber vibe, you know? I'm just grinding out here. Well, thanks for spreading the gospel. This feels very Holodori. Yeah, I mean, like, Holodori is just existing Hololive songs, right? Like, Hololive originals. What the? I don't understand. Oh, I'm fucking dumb, actually. Okay. Holy. Okay, we got it. Actually, I should have expanded it beforehand. Expand. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This color. And then this color. And then... Joop. Joop. Okay. I don't know. My main exposure to Hololive music outside of Mori Calliope is now Holodori. That's fair. This is my first impression of you two so far, and I think you're pretty cool beans and collard greens. Thank you! Thank you, thank you. I'm just here to have a good time, you know? Does it make more sense to make it... I think actually, I'm gonna do something a little different. I think what I'll do is... actually... Okay, and then let's do... And then teeth. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. I'm not gonna try to do like any crazy rendering because again, I don't want to spend like infinite time on this, and I've definitely spent way more time on this than I expected myself to because I spent so much time just redoing shit. Also, hold. I just realized this part is not really colored well. Okay. Okay. The blackberry tea you choose is really delicious. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm really into like fruit teas and floral teas, but I'm really picky still. Like my favorite tea is like passion fruit green tea, and chrysanthemum tea, or not chrysanthemum. Yeah, chrysanthemum. So yeah, I like my teas on the naturally sweeter side, but I don't like artificially sweetened tea. And also when I go get boba and stuff, I don't typically get milk teas. I usually get fruit teas. So yeah. I say as I'm drinking a fucking coffee, but this is the coffee from yesterday that they fucked up. It is not the flavor I wanted. Or, I don't know, flavor? What do you call them? Okay. Also, when I said that I named my layers, by the way, or my folders and not my layers, I hope you know that they're just named with single letters. Like, I have... This shit is so, like, cryptic. It's like F, L, L, A, C, take your guess as to what the shit is. what those mean. I mean, I think it's discernible. I don't think it's like completely psychotic random shit, but I do think it's a little silly. Okay, Mizi's eyes are not open in either of these pictures. What the fuck? Hold on. What? Oh, are they? Her eyes are green. Oh, they're cute. Cute. Are they green or oh, wait. Are they green or yellow? They seem more yellow in this. They seem pretty yellow. Or like golden colored? I think I'm gonna do the golden color. I think that's really cute. Okay, with eyes, I've been doing something a little different recently. So we'll just start. Oh my god, she looks like Barsha! My wife's baby. Okay. Let's okay. That is literally not correct. Yeah, what are you doing? Is that right? I think it should be... Okay, I think that works. I might make this a little darker though. And then also, I feel like, okay, so I personally like putting hearts in like all my eyes. I've been doing that since forever. I always usually put like heart highlights in, but because I've been doing things a little differently, I've been trying to integrate them in a different way than I have been. And so we'll see how that goes. Because I've been putting little stars in their eyes now instead, and that's been fun. I just feel like this is very cute. And then adding this heart here. Do you like Transformers? I used to. I don't think I could call myself a fan of it now, because I haven't really engaged with any of it in like decades. But I remember seeing Papa Cat used to work at Paramount Pictures, so he took me to see Dark Side of the Moon with him, or like take me to the Paramount studio to watch like the pre-screening of it, and so I got to see that and I was really excited about that. But I haven't really watched or engaged with any Transformers content in literally years. I want to make this smaller. I like how this artist puts like chromatic aberration on their highlights. I feel like that's so cool. Do I have a way to do that? Oops. I feel like I got an auto, what are they called? Shit. What are they called? And in Photoshop they're scripts, but I don't know what they're called in this. An auto function, I guess. So I don't even know where I could find that in here. Layer? What do I even... Where do I even find... Oh, auto action? Holy, what is this? I don't even know... Wait, what? How do I know which one's which? Oh god, I don't know which auto action. I'll do it by hand. I give up. I'll do it by hand. Too much effort to figure out how to do the auto action on this. Okay. And then I'm gonna use this to smush a little. I feel like maybe oops, that's not what I wanted. I don't know. Is this too low? I wonder, I've never done it like this before where it goes over. I don't know if I like that. Okay. Okay. This layer? Okay. Selection from layer. Maybe that was a mistake. Actually, I don't want to. I'll just erase it. You know what? Fuck it. Whatever. Ugh, okay. Actually, no. That makes sense. I'm silly. I'm silly. Okay. Okay. We're making progress in very silly ways. However, we are making progress. Okay. Oh, I feel like that's cute. Okay. And then let's go back to this color and do the shading. So I usually do like a kind of like a heart shape on the shading on the back, and then kind of blend the rest of it down towards the edges to make it a little darker. I'm gonna hide this layer actually to make it a little easier, so you can see a little bit more. And then I kind of clean this up. I don't have any particular reason for making it a heart. I just kind of do. Something, trying to have whimsy in my life. Okay. And then I'm going to make this a little darker and add a shadow to make it a little bit more visible. And I'm gonna blend it a little bit. And then I'm gonna blend this downwards. Or not that. Oops. I'm gonna take this and take the upper color and do the ring on your iris. Like that, and then Another layer, add glow. And I like to do a color that's like complementary. Complementary is complementary like next to, or is it opposite? I don't remember my words. Also, I don't know where I put my phone. Hold on. Oh no. Ugh. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and, because I have a Twitch ad that's about to run in like 20 seconds, so I'm actually gonna BRB just so I can like bathroom and get my stuff. I just realized it's like probably better timing like this anyway. So I will BRB. Hello? Hello? Well, hello. I'm back. I went to go grab more water too and go to the bathroom, so it took me a minute. Miao BGM plays as the sun begins to set on the East Coast. I love this BGM. I'm so glad. It's actually, you can, I'm sure you've seen it. It's available on my YouTube as something you can listen to. I thought about making like the loopable, like getting like it infinite looped for like an hour or something like that. Cause I feel like it would be nice to have that on like YouTube so people could just have it, if they want to. But I'm like, I paid good money for this. I should make it more available in more places, you know? I really do like my BGM as well. I had a lot of back and forth with the producer. So, you know, it took an amount of time, maybe a few months to produce it, but basically I kind of gave specific instruments and vibes that I wanted and let him go kind of crazy, and then we made some adjustments as we went, and I was like, this is fire. This is great. This feels like me, you know? It's like the feeling of looking at a cute puppy personified in a song, but I'm a cat. I'm not a puppy, I'm a cat. Yeah, there's two versions of the song as well. There is a, actually I'm gonna make this like pink. There's a version with the guzheng, which is like the traditional Chinese instrument, which I really like, but it's a little bit much, so I have a version of it that's just the piano, and it's a little more suitable for like background music while you're doing things, you know? You could be a dog. Honestly, I asked Kuno, like, hey, if I were to like rebrand as like something else, like literally anything, what do you feel like I would rebrand to? And he was like, a dog. Definitely a dog. I was like, okay, I see. So I think that's fair. Oh, I like this color. You could pull off a dog. The thing is, I feel like that might be true, but also I think I have more cat-like traits than I do dog-like traits. I think I am like a very affectionate cat, you know? Like not like the cats that are like and they're very tsundere, but I do feel like I'm more cat than I am dog. As much as I love dogs, I love dogs. I mean, I have two, so. You're not a cold cat? I try not to be. Definitely more of a cat. I definitely sleep like one. But I mean, I think it's fair to say like I could pull off a dog, because the only reason why I'm actually my model's a cat is because my name is Miao. my name is Miao, so it's just been like that forever. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, even though I'm allergic to cats, I think it's very funny. And I was like, I guess I'm very cat-like in a lot of ways. So I was like, okay, I'll be a cat VTuber. But I had a lot of trouble originally deciding on what I wanted to do, but I thought it would be funny to just do a cat anyway. So that's how I ended up with this. Cause yeah, Miao is just my name, not my government name, but it's my Chinese name. My father gave it to me. That's part of the reason reason why I'm pretty insistent about people using my name and, you know, using my name correctly. So like, for example, I would much prefer people to call me Miao or MiaoYuen, and I don't like when people call me Yuen, because Yuen is not me. It is, first of all, someone else I'm close to goes by Yuen, so I'm like, okay, that's confusing. But also for me, I am like, that's a generational marker, so it's not specific to me, you know? Like, my brother has Yuen in his name too. And so, yeah, I was like, Miao is specifically is me, so yeah. Miao's a good name. Although I do get funny haha moments where I remember going to Impulse LA, I think. It might have been the first one where they had the Niji Sanji meet and greets. And on the first day, I had a meet and greet with Alban Knox. And then the second day, I had a meet and greet with Alira, right? And so on the first day, it was pouring rain. I don't know, I think this is like 2024 or maybe 2023. It was like pouring rain. It was so bad. And I was wearing like a Petra cosplay, and I was just like literally wet cat meme. I was just like drenched and sad, and then I got in line for the meet and greet, and I was like, oh my god, I don't even know what to do at this point. Like, this sucks. And I walk into the booth, and he's like, hi, what's your name? And I'm like, I'm Miao. And he just like ... Sorry, can you say that again? I was like, oh, like Miao, like the cat. It's just my name. And he goes, oh, hi, Miao. I think he just thought I was trying to get him to meow and yeah at me, but I was not. It was not. I was just like, it's just my name. I actually fucking stun-locked him, and that experience made me so embarrassed. I think I like never chatted in his chat again. To this day, I don't think I've sent a single message. I'm too scared. I feel like that moment was too much for me. But then the next day I proposed to Alira, and then all was good. Yeah. Please, this sucks. I'm wet cat, I'm Miao. Yeah. It's like, I don't even know what to say. I had like stuff I wanted to say, but now I don't even have thoughts anymore. I just want to go home, but instead I'm wet in a wig in this cosplay and I have to work. Like, this sucks. I wonder if I have a picture, because I think they let you... Sorry, 1 second. I'm communicating with my manufacturer. Yeah. So let me see. I wonder if I have a picture of it. From when I... Dude, honestly, it's so fucking hard to find some stuff. Also, the thing that's really rough for me is, since I have a lot of cosplays that I've done, I actually cannot search by like looking at my name on Google Photos. I have to search cosplay because the makeup makes my face look just different enough that my phone cannot recognize it as me. Like, I can't even use like Face ID on it. So that's my small flex about my cosplays. Okay, this is older. Do I have a picture? Wait, when did they do the meet and greets? Where? Okay, wait, no, this is more recent than that. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid! Do you have a specific way to say your name? Or is it just the letters? Simon? Is that what you go by? Holy moly, what the back-to-back? Oh gosh! Thank you so much! Thank you so much for the raids! Thank you! I appreciate it so much. I don't know if I have any mods on right now, so give me 1 second. I think there's a cooldown, so let me just... You just call me Simon? Okay. Is that Meezy? It is Meezy! Shout out. How was your stream? And also, thank you to, oh my gosh, the second person. Jennifer, thank you so much for the raid as well. Hello, everybody from both communities. I am Miao, your favorite tiny magical cat and idol in training. I am primarily an art VTuber, but I also play games and have other shenanigans as well. I hope you had a good stream. If you need to go get a snack, bathroom break, water, whatever it is, please feel free to do so. But I appreciate you for sharing your communities with me so much. Just vibing while drawing eye banners. Oh, why is this playing music that is not part of? I'm gonna get bonked. Hello, Spotify? What the? Oh, is it because the Eva collab? Oh my god, I'm gonna get fucking bonked. Okay, I gotta skip that. Sorry. Was doing an art piece for magazine. Oh my gosh. If y'all want to send them to me in Discord, please do. I would love to share with everybody. Art tax. But yes, I appreciate the raids. Thank you. Yeah, I'm working on currently working on drawing Mizi. I'm gonna probably finish her today, and then I'm trying to get all of the cast, at least the girls, done for photocards and / a print eventually. My Discord's too full, so I can't join any more servers. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. That's really impressive. I'm like allergic to Discord servers. So that's not relatable at all, but I'm genuinely impressed. 200? That's the maximum. That's crazy. Did not know. But yeah, also if anyone wanted to join the Neko Station train, it's the little train that's next to me. It's kind of like stream avatars, but you're a cat. You could just use !join. Yes. Yeah, anyway, so I'm drawing Mizi right now, trying to get the rest of the Alien Stage girls so I can make photo cards. And if I can get all of the Alien Stage girls or Alien Stage cast and characters, that'd be great. And then I also want to do Zombie Stage when I get a chance. I don't think all the character designs have been released though, so I'm not in a hurry. I'm pretty sure only Mizi and Sua are out, right? Okay, yes, please. There's a art channel that you can share it in. I'd love to see it. Yeah, I was saying, like, when I started drawing these, I had a little bit of fear that I was gonna be like, oh, am I LARPing for drawing Alien Stage? Because I have listened to the music, and I do like the music too, but I'm not that deep in the sauce, you know? But I think the character designs are cool, and I think the concept is cool, and, you know, all those things. So I'm like, hopefully I'm not too LARPer to be able to, you know, enjoy this. I feel like this should be okay. But also I have, like, friends who are so into it that, you know, there's, like, part of me that was like, okay, well, I gotta make it for them. So... yeah. I don't know if I'm missing anything that I want to do. Actually, yes. This. I'm gonna make this a little darker. Yeah. I think I just have an amount of anxiety over drawing things that I personally am not as invested into because, you know, I've pretty much built my brand off of drawing things that I personally enjoy and like also what friends enjoy. But I try not to like trend chase too much. It's not really what I'm interested in doing. So yeah, I just want to make sure that everything is good, you know, because I know what it's like to be like a fan and going to like some artist booth and then wanting to buy something and then you're like talking to them about what like the IP and they just stare at you blankly and like kind of just pretend that they know what you're talking about, or they like oh sorry, yeah, I'm not the artist, even though they definitely are. I've definitely seen that shit happen. Oh, Simon's eye banners? Here, I can pull them up here. Oh, nice! So these are Simon's eye banners. Very nice. I think eye banners are very cool. So I think this is hype. And then Do you go by Janny or Jan? And this one is Janny versus Art from their stream. This is so pretty. Very moody lighting. This is very cool. These are both very, very, very cool. I love space themes. So I'm a little biased, but also like y'all's shit is fire. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for what the? Sorry. Ooh. Thank you for sharing your communities with me. Yeah. I'm like immediately forgetting things that I wanted to do. Oh. I can tell my entire brain is starting to like Windows power down noises. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Where am I? This. Yeah. Okay. Speedrun music? Speedrun the rendering? Because I'm probably the most lazy when it comes to rendering. I'll be vibing here till I get hungry. Very, very fair. Okay. Let's start here. Alright. I'm not gonna go too crazy on rendering. Reminder to self, fucking relax. Does not need to be anything super complicated. Why is my brush going so slow suddenly? Hello? What the fuck? I love the art. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I had a really funny experience. I think I told this story yesterday, but I had a really funny experience at Impulse Bay Area where they have a stage for K-Play. And there was... Where is it? Oh, is it this? Wait, what? Sorry, hold on. Confusion. Anyway. They had a stage for K-Play. And so there was a performer who goes on, it's like a duet, and it's these two guys, and they start singing Blink Gone, and I was like, you know, very shocked, because, bro, I don't even know who one of the guys is. His voice, like, pure butter. It was so delicious. I was such a big fan. Normally, I'm not that, like, you know, I'm not that crazy about male vocalists. There's a reason why all my Oshis are, like, female singers, but holy schmoly, did that guy sing so good. And every time he, like, came back on for, the, like, sound check, or even, like, during the con, Kun and I would just, like, melt. I always love your art, but, like, I just gotta remind you, aw, you're too nice. You're too nice. Okay. Is this near? This feels very near. But I'm not. Oh wait, this is not near. This is. Oh, maybe it is near actually, because they added all the other songs. What is this? Huh. This is giving very, very big near vibes, but it's I think just an original from Nikkei. Herm. Meow, are you overdoing it? I feel like you are. Meow, do you have to relax? I think you might. Okay, you know what? Pause. let's start over with this. Meow, I'm gonna beat myself up. Maybe I want to make the shadows a little more pink, like cool toned. No, this way. This also feels like Hololive. What is happening? This event has so much like Hololive idol vibe music. It's kind of crazy. I feel like I keep getting baited. Okay. This is the part where I fake having a light source. Dude, I feel like the freaking forehead is kind of crazy on this. Okay. Maybe. Oh, whoopsie. Okay. Also want to just put a little bit here. I'll just blend a little bit to make some of the lines a little softer. No worries. Thank you for the valiant attempt at raid message. Much appreciated. Okay. Let's get some blush. Okay, and then we'll just... I've been like debating on if I like to do like horizontal blush marks or diagonal vertical ones, but I think I'll just stick to doing the diagonal ones. I feel like I'm just more familiar with that. Alright, and then let's do... Oops. Hair. Okay, the hair we're gonna be so freaking lazy about. Okay, this is how Miao cheats hair. Okay, this is Miao's guide to cheating on doing hair, because I'm trying not to spend a million years on this. I gradient it first because, you know, like typically speaking, the more down your hair is. Holy shit, Laffy. The further down your hair is, the darker it's probably gonna be. In terms of lighting, not actuality, because your hair gets lighter towards the end because it's usually dying. But I like doing that, and then I take that same dark color and just try to like shade as much of the regular shit, like the very standard stuff. So any hair vents get shaded. The hair part, kind of, I tried to like give a little bit of shading to. Any strands of hair or the back hair, like underneath, gets shaded. And then just like strands every now and then. If it has if the character has bangs, I do a little bit more. I just think a little bit more, I guess. But since she doesn't really have bangs, I'm just gonna. And then we're gonna take the blur tool and just soften the lines a little. Like the end specifically, not all of it. And then I'm gonna try to give a little bit more, and then I'll just do any touch-ups I need to do. And there you have it, Miao's guide to being a lazy fuck. That's how I do the main shading. And then honest to God, guys, it's nothing crazy. I just take I take a glow layer. Oh. And then I do a little scribble. And depending on how crazy I want to go, I'll like blend the ends. Or even like blur this shit too. I don't typically blur it that much, but I blend parts of it, make it a little less harsh. Extend the line where I need to. Like on the edges, for example, where light might be a little bit more. And then I take my soft screen tone brush, which I really like. That's a really small screen tone, so I'm gonna make it a little bigger. And then I just hit the screen tone a little bit. Erase this part. And then kind of clean up a little bit where I don't want it. Kind of like softening up the edges to make it blend a little more. And then I do the same thing with the other one. So I take the screen tone again and the darker one. I'm actually gonna highlight. Oops, that's not what I wanted. What the? Hello? Okay. Take sections where I know that I want to. Oh, I found a place I don't really want it to be. That I want screen tone to be in. What is this doing to me? Okay. And then go to this layer, take the soft screen tone, and just add a little bit to it. And let me erase this part, because what the me. Okay. Okay. Yippee! Ta-da! And okay. That's how I do the hair. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Just a little to make it look not completely flat. Like me. Sometimes what I like to do too is if I wanted to go a little crazier with, you know, like the artwork itself, I would take the pencil ink color and then I would add strands. Simon and Jan, not late rate at all. It's okay. You're not the only one. And then I like to just add these little guys. I think I want to make these a little bigger. So you can actually see them. No, you're good. No worries. Okay. And yeah, this is just to make it look a little bit more, I guess, not put together inherently. I think kind of the opposite. Let me just clear the parts that have other stuff where I don't want it to cover. Okay. I just like adding the little extra strands. I think it's cute. I think it's a nice little extra piece. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, and then let's do this. And as I go further from the face, the less detailed my shit gets, okay? Because I've learned that I am somebody who will focus really hard, too hard on stuff, and then as a result, end up like focusing more than I need to on parts or making things more complicated than I need to. And I'm like, this is so pointless. So, conclusion, I'm going to not do that. So for example, I'm just gonna like blend this shit a little bit. Soften any harsh lines that I don't feel like make sense. Like here, and then add additional shading on parts that I feel like do make sense. This is my strategy as to not over render when I'm doing something that's not super crazy. Also though, to like make it have a little bit more dimension, I do try to like add different colors of shading to it, just a little bit more, so it doesn't feel completely what the fuck? Why can't I rasterize it? Selection from layer. Hold up. Okay, if I do this, can I... Why can't I rasterize? What? Why can't I rasterize? I don't understand. Okay, program hates me. Conclusion. That's fine. Oh, actually, I have an idea. Just kidding. My idea does not work. I wanted to change some of the stuff to like a different color, but it is not letting me, so I don't know if I can. And then I'm gonna just outline some of the shadows, like the harder line shadows. And just to give it a little bit more. Not very many. Nothing crazy. Okay. And then this one. I don't know if I have to really do anything for this. Oh, actually. Okay. There we go. And then, okay. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of hate rendering gems. It's just not, it's not my hobby. So I'm going to kind of do a lazy job of it, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. And then I can also just add a little. Okay. Let's look at their mics. The bottom part is green. Okay, it's like a green, like this. Another thing I kind of hate rendering, by the way, is metal. I'm like really lazy. What the fuck? The conclusion about a lot of my art is that I'm just lazy and I'm just trying to find the best way to not have to put infinite energy into everything because I don't have the time. Not lazy, efficient. Remember the old Dr. K wisdom? I mean, it could be both, honestly. It's kind of both. Because when I say I'm like doing something kind of lazy for art, it's pretty lazy, as in like definitely not of the same standard or nearly as good, but I'm like of a point where I don't care enough that it's a balance of time and energy and like capability. So, you know. And then there's like a it looks like a light bulb filament actually. It's like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Why does it look like that? Oh my god, I'm stupid. Oh my god. Guys, I'm dumb. I just realized what's happening. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. I'm so not intelligent. It's not fucking filament. It's another arm to grab the it's another arm to like, or like prong to hold up the microphone. Holy shit, the dio. What the fuck me? I'm so dumb. I lack intelligence. I was like, I don't understand what the heck is happening here, but you know, whatever, I'll accept it. It's like, actually, you're just an idiot. I hadn't considered that. Ah! Okay. That's okay. We're okay. We're fine. It's fine, my intelligence is a nat 1. Holy. Isn't like basic intelligence of a human like 3? No, it's 5. Like 3 is like non-verbal, isn't it? Like humans' base intelligence is 5? I think it's 3 or 5. I cannot remember, but I'm pretty sure it's like 5. I gotta look this up now. It's gonna bother me. Base intelligence human D&D. Oh, it's higher than that even. Oh, 3 to 5 is severely impaired or animalistic. 10 is the common average. I guess that kind of makes sense. Out of 20, like literally right in the middle, I guess that makes sense. Holy schmoly. And I'm gonna grab the screen tone. Okay. Now, I think there's an auto action that I have that does auto line color. So what I'm gonna do is save a copy of this, save duplicate, PNG. Dude, honestly, I didn't even do that many cons this year. I'm just dumb at this point. I have no excuse. Okay. Okay. Let me make sure to, like, look up the instruction for this on Clip Studio, because I want to make sure I use the right syntax. Select color layer. Ah, okay. So basically, I think I might actually be able to like do this. Merge selected layers. And then auto line color. Wait. Huh? How do I go? Edit? Where did I find auto action? Layer? Auto action. どこですか? Auto action? What the heck? I don't remember. Is it this? Where can I find auto action? Oh, wait, I put it here. I'm silly. Is that this? Oh, okay. Okay, and then I press play. Okay. It's doing the things. Holy. Okay. So then it has you do that, and then... Whoa! Dude, that shit's actually magic. It's not perfect, but like, it's pretty fucking good. Pretty solid. in terms of like getting the colors in. I'm a fan. Okay, and then I just gotta do like touch-ups on it. I guess some of my lines are like not clean at all, so then that's kind of a cringe thing on my part. But it's fine. Something something. Stop focusing on your super stupid lines. Just draw, damn it. Wait, if I maybe I can da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Ah! I can clean that up like that. Okay, and then go back to this. Go back to this. Actually, I guess I could go darker. Anywhere else? Kind of feel like this should be this color. This is probably a pretty solid auto action thing, because I'm not huge on sitting here and coloring my lines, but I feel like there's a nice touch that it adds when you do color your lines. So my conclusion to that is yeah, you should definitely be doing stuff like this, and then you can use other things to touch up and it'll look nice. Actually, I feel like I should use it like this. I should use like the dense watercolor instead. Oh, where's my navigation panel? Oh no, I forgot to color this part. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. There we go. Okay, I'm saving. Thank you for the redeems, Doc. Okay, I should actually drink some water. Any other lines I need to clean up? Probably like these ones. Oh, I kind of fucked up the mock neck. I don't know where the line went. I kind of just made it disappear, but it's supposed to stop here. Or like maybe a little higher. And then if I make the selection, oops. Okay. Okay, maybe I can't do it like that. There we go. All right. to use like this for these parts. Actually, use this. Nice. And then am I missing anything else? I guess like this. I'd want it to be like that. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I did want to darken her eyebrows to be more pink toned instead of being like solid black. So there we go. And I'm wondering if I should like actually put her hair behind the eyebrow or her eyebrow behind the hair. Maybe what I'll do is I will highlight this and then use this. I'll like fade it away like that. Okay. And then also I should fix these lines too. Actually, okay. Okay. I think that's it. I think we did it. Okay, let's see if I am to... What is this layer? Oh, I see. I'm doing a silly and copying the layers. I'm gonna show y'all how it's gonna crop to the checkies. Merge selected layers. Okay, it's done. Now I can, what am I doing? Oh, here. Select editing layer only, do this. And then mask. What? Oh, I'm stupid. Mask. Yay! I was like, where is it going? It's not doing anything. I realized that I needed to actually hide the other layer. So yeah, this is the framing of the checky. It's gonna look like for at least the at least the checky, like the actual photo cards. But in terms of, I wanted to do another type of artwork piece where it'll basically take these like slices of their faces and stuff. Something like this. Actually, I don't like that cropping. It'll be something like this. And it'll just be like little bits and pieces of them. I don't know, what makes more sense? Like that. Or whatever, I don't know. Something like that. Something like that. And then it'll be like all of them together in like a big piece. But I'll have to figure out how to do that one. But this one is the framing for the checky. I need to do the background still, but I'm gonna do all the backgrounds at once. And then my plan is to make some... So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print like 5 of each or something like that. And one of them... two of them are gonna be hollow foil. And then one of them will have... Or three? Wait, I need to figure out the rates, but basically I'm gonna have hollow foil, and then I'm also gonna, or hollow laminate, and then I'll have one of each character. I'll do like a special signature for them, and so that's the plan for that. But yeah, ta-da! I finished Mizi! Woo! I am glad at the very least I'm done because I can now move on to Sua. Let's go ahead and find somebody to raid and continue the love. Yeah, I'm pretty glad I got this done today. I was like really hoping I would. Checky Gaba, yeah, I'm gonna have Gamba. I'm gonna do Checky Gaba. At Offkai, people kept on asking that if we had any, and I was like, no, sorry. But I'll have it for Alien Stage people if I can finish it in time. Okay, let's go find someone to raid. Are any of the homies streaming? Yeah. I'm going to raid. Let's go raid Choco. Choco is just yapping, I think, mostly. So, yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, whatever's wherever you are. I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow or not, but we'll see. Okay, bye!